Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football shot a goal! What a wonderful goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Vigo take the early advantage. Ricardo Pereira. Ricardo Pereira drives it forward. Tielemans. Ndidi. And here's Perez.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Tielemans. And here's Iheanacho. Perez. He's had a go! They've done it! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
I've managed to get it away. Barnes. A corner it is then. Tries to get it clear. Perez. Beautifully done. And he's cut it out. Denis Suarez. And here's Rafinha. And it's played forward. Iheanacho gets flagged offside. Ricardo Pereira. Barnes. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Albrighton. Ndidi. Over to the left. Perez. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rafinha. Murillo. Could be a chance here. It's got through and... Denis Suarez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Aspas. Chilwell. Tielemans. Albrighton. Ricardo Pereira. Albrighton. Ricardo Pereira. Ricardo Pereira goes looking. And here's Perez. And it's Albrighton. Tielemans. And here's Perez. Yokushlu. Yokushlu gets it out to the wing. He's got away. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Albrighton. Iheanacho plays it out to the flank. Forward it goes. Vigo disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Bradaric plays it forward. Gets the better of his man. Now it's Aspas. Up to meet it. Back of the net. Into the lead once more.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Vigo get themselves into the lead. And we hit half-time. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Already up and running for the second half. Albrighton gets it back. Rafinha. And here's Aspas. Is there any support? He might not need it. Barnes. Tielemans. And it's Perez. Perez spreads it towards the left. And here's Perez. Hoists it forward. Albrighton. And here's Iheanacho. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Yokushlu. Played back in. Good idea, just poorly executed. Leicester are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
He's played him through. Aspas. Rafinha. Bradaric. And it's Perez. Iheanacho. Albrighton. Now it's Albrighton. Albrighton opts to play it back. Cut out in the nick of time. Perez. Tielemans. Ndidi. Barnes.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
And here's Perez. Barnes. Forward it goes. Johnny Evans. Just brushed off the ball there. Ball through needs to be good here. Going through. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Maddison! That's a brilliant interception. Smolov. Soyuncu gets into the right position to intercept. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Perez gets it, and now what? Perez decides to play it back. That is terrific skill. Perez has been found. Well read, he sorted that out. Going for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Diving header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Murillo. Ah, he's given it away. Gray. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And here's Gray. Perez. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. And it's played forward. Here it comes. Iago Aspas. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Tielemans. Soyuncu. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vigo have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
And the ball's come out. And here's Burgstaller. Gets the better. Has a pop! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Aspas. Rafinha. And here's Aspas. Baumgartlinger. Arnautovic. Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Goalkeeper's ball. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Arnautovic, and a shot! Goal, Austria! And it's Austria who go ahead.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Austria take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Yokushlu done very well to intervene. And here's Burgstaller. Dinks one in.
Burgstaller really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Played out to the right. A chance! And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Coaxed through there. Hoists it forward. Gets it back.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
And it's Aspas. He's pinged one through here. He's left his man. Rafinha. Looking for a decent ball in. Gets wrestled off the ball. Forward it goes. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Burgstaller. He's had a shot. He scores! And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Austria get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Baumgartlinger tries to get it forward quickly. Rafinha. Now it's Aspas. No way through there. Forward it goes.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good interception. Alaba hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Aspas. Lovely bit of skill. Rafinha. That intervention was very necessary. And he heaves it forward.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Dragovic goes looking. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Aspas tries a shot! He has done it! Back to within one! Interesting! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Burgstaller has a go! We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Gets up to head it! It's there! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
He's had a go! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though. We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Hoists it forward. Chance to break.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Forward it goes.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Caught offside that time. Now it's on Nautovic. Got a sight of goal here. Iago Aspas, already of course on the score sheet. Oh, what a ball! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. He's through, now is he in? Goes for goal! He should have put that one away.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He could be in here.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
And it's on Nautovic. It's a loose ball, and it's played forward.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Oh, good shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Denis Suarez. Yokushlu. Santi. Shot at goal! Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Yokushlu battles to win it back. And that's that. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.